So this coming spring season, our Shinichi is going to enter his first grade in elementary school already. So yeah, ang bilis ng panahon. He was just 3 years old when they arrived here in 2018. Tapos ngayon, in April, mag-grade 1 na siya. So that's April next year. Kasi in Japan, the school year starts in April and then it ends in March. So just like in the Philippines, there are several steps or procedure for parents who wish to enroll their children to prefectural, city, or private schools. So generally, the process is the same for both Japanese nationals and foreign nationals living in Japan. Of course, as Gaikokojins or as foreign nationals living in Japan, we have a few slightly different steps or procedure. You know, it's a slightly different sort of considerations. So note, however, that what I'm sharing in this video are applicable for children who are currently enrolled at Japanese nursery schools or kindergartens or kindergarten schools and are about to enter the first grade of elementary school the next year or the following year. So the procedure is different for those foreign nationals who wish to enroll or to enter Japanese schools in the middle of the school year or once the school year has already started. I'm also making a separate video about that, so watch out for it. So as early as the first week of September, we already received the notice for elementary school enrollment guide from the ward office or from the city office. So the elementary school enrollment guide is sent to families who have children who are registered residents, who are legally registered as residents of the city. So the elementary school enrollment guide is sent to families of all children, of all eligible children who are legally registered in the city or as residents of the city. With eligible, I mean those kids who turn 6 years old on or before April 1st of the following year. So that is kung 6 years old siya before April 1st of the following year, the child or your child is eligible to enroll in the first grade of elementary school. But if the birthday of your child is April 2nd or later, sad to say, your child is not yet eligible to enroll in elementary school first grade. So you have to wait for another year to be able to enroll your child to elementary school. So this is the elementary school enrollment guide that we got from the ward office. So along with the guide, with the enrollment guide, we also received the application form already for incoming elementary school, incoming first grade elementary school kids. So if you want to enroll your child in a public elementary school in the city, you have to fill out the form and then submit the application form to the Citizens Division of the ward office where you live. So you can submit it personally or you can send it through mail. And take note that they should receive your filled out application form on or before the deadline, which is less than a month lang. So for us, we decided to submit it personally, or we decided to submit the application form personally to the ward office. So para sa mga hindi nakakaalam, for those who don't know, in Japan, the cities or a city or municipality is divided or subdivided into several wards or yung tinatawag nilang ku dito sa in Japanese. Yung ku or yung ward ay parang equivalent to districts in the Philippines or a city district. And then each ward has its own office that operates just like a mini city hall or a mini municipal hall. It functions as the usual city hall or municipal hall that we know, minus the mayor. So anyway, bakit namin pinili na mag-submit personally doon sa ward office kung pwede naman palang i-send through mail? Syempre, as foreigners or as foreign residents and someone who is not really good in Japanese, I had several questions regarding the procedure, like the process in applying or in application. So, about the certain forms and then status, ano pa ba? Enrollment procedure in general. So, I thought the ward office, the staff from the ward office could answer some of my questions. And then, we need immediate answers, diba, before applying or before writing anything. And of course, syempre, may mga biglaang maiisip na questions na masasagot kaagad ng ward office staff if we go there and submit the form personally. So yun yung main consideration namin, why we chose to submit the form personally. So ayun na nga, diba sa Pilipinas, if you wish to enroll your child in a public school or in a private school, you can just submit the application doon sa mismong school. Sa Japan, yung ward office or yung munisipyo mismo yung magha-handle ng registration, and then sila yung magsasuggest kung saang school mas magandang pumunta yung or mas magandang pumasok yung anak mo na incoming first grade elementary school. So as a general rule in Japan, all school-aged kids or all school-aged children should enroll in a Japanese school. And then the school kung saan sila mag-enroll depends on the proximity to the residence of the child. So malalaman naman nila yon kasi 'di ba naka-register nga sa City Hall yung child, so they would know kung saan malapit na school doon sa bahay ng bata. As a general rule in Japan, all school-age elementary school children should be enrolled in a school, in a facility that depends on the proximity to their residence. And then all school-age children should be enrolled and should be going to physical schools as mandated by the Japanese law. Kesyo may physical or may mental growth and development concern or issues yung anak mo or wala, as in healthy siya, lahat sila should be enrolled in a physical school. Mapa-public man yan or private or mapa-international school man yan. Actually, the ward office or yung city or municipal board of education yata will be responsible or is responsible in looking for the school where you will enroll your children to. So after the period of registration or application for incoming elementary school students or elementary school children, sometime in September, and then another packet should arrive in your respective homes, in your registered address. Mga after 3 or 4 weeks siguro yun. So this time, the packet contains notice of pre-enrollment medical examination. Opo, tama po. Merong free na pre-enrollment medical examination para sa mga incoming elementary school students. So as I've mentioned earlier, the elementary school where your child will enroll in is decided by the ward office or the local board of education, and the name of the school is indicated doon sa notice of pre-enrollment medical examination na isesend nga noong ward office. So sometime sometime October. And there you will go for the pre-enrollment medical examination. So what do they do or what do they check in the pre-enrollment medical examination? They do physical checkup. They do the usual, the doctor uses the stethoscope and then checks the chest and then the back of your child. They do eyesight test. They do dental checkup. And yeah, I mentioned the eyesight test. In the packet includes yung eyesight practice kit. This is how the eyesight practice kit looks like. Oh, by the way, the documents that we received from the ward office are also in 2 versions. So one Japanese and one English version. So this is the vision test or eyesight checkup test. Checkup practice kit. So merong there are instructions here how to conduct the eyesight check. How to conduct the vision test or the eyesight practice So there are illustrations. And then instead of the usual Snellen chart, they use this symbol. So there's also instruction here. So yeah, we just folded this one and had to practice Shin-kun with this. So what they do is we showed this about a meter apart, and then first Shinichi covers, the child covers their their right eye, and then we show them this, and then they're gonna tell where the opening is. So is it up, down, left, right, like that. And then after one eye, we go to the next eye. So this is the practice kit that we used in preparation for the pre-enrollment medical examination. Oh, by the way, the schedule for boys is different from the schedule for girls' pre-enrollment medical examination. And then after the physical, dental, and the vision test or the eyesight check, the kids are then brought to one room while the parents had to wait in a separate room. So this is the last part of the pre-enrollment medical examination for incoming first grade elementary school students. So I don't know what they did in that separate room, and then Shinichi doesn't want to tell us about it. So I don't know, maybe they just talked to them. So yeah, basically that's just how the pre-enrollment medical examination goes. Before leaving the school after the medical checkup, make sure that you have another packet or another envelope from the school containing important documents. That includes after-school childcare or club, the order form for the school uniforms like t-shirts, pants, indoor shoes, and many others, as well as the auto-debit enrollment for your school fees. Tama po. Lahat ng mga school, kahit nasa public school in Japan, you still have to pay a small amount for your school fees, including your school lunch ng mga bata. So, what do they have to pay in the monthly dues? So, I'm gonna make another video on that, so please watch out for that video again. So, that's all for this video about the pre-enrollment medical examination for incoming elementary school kids or elementary school children. I'll see you again next time.